third grade. Happy Wednesday. We are going to go ahead and warm up today with a little problem on workbook page 188, and it's going to look just like this. So find that page in your workbook if it's not 188. Pause the video if you need to. Okay. Today for warm up, we're going to go ahead and take a look at 15 and 16. So it says, identify and name a pair of parallel lines on each object. So take a look at 15, at the building that you have there. On a whiteboard, go ahead and write what you think are some parallel lines. Excellent job. So here they say that BE and CD are parallel because look, they all have about 5 windows. I know that there are 4 on the bottom, but I think those are the doors. That they have 5 windows in between them. You could also say that AF and BE are parallel. You could say FE and AB are parallel. You could say ED and BC are parallel. So there are plenty of options. Go ahead and do the same thing for 16 to just continue to get our minds going today. Go ahead and write down all of the line segments that are parallel that you see in your fish tank. Great job. Pause the video if you're still thinking. Great job, guys. So here they say that you could do RX and WV, which is true. You could have also done RS and WT. You could have done VU and WT. ST and RW. There are plenty of options that you could do. What I would like for you to go ahead and do now is this. I would like for you guys to go ahead and grab a piece of notebook paper and a pencil. Pause the video and come back to me when you have it. Okay, guys, at the top of your notebook paper, I'd like for you to write your name, okay? And then if you want to, you can just put math journal. We're going to go ahead and do a quick math journal together. When you're done, please go ahead and either upload a photo of your math journal onto Seesaw, or if you have trouble doing that, then ask Mom and Dad if they can send a photograph to me of your math journal for today. The first question that I want you guys to think about in math is, how would you explain perpendicular lines to a second grader? So somebody who has not ever learned about perpendicular lines before. Go ahead and give me a couple lines, a couple sentences of how you would explain perpendicular lines to somebody who's never learned it before. Go ahead and write down your answer. Pause the video. Okay, guys, great work. Go ahead and write a number 2 for me. For this question, it says, how would you explain parallel lines to a second grader? So somebody who's never learned about parallel lines before, go ahead and write a couple of sentences explaining what parallel lines are to somebody who's never learned about them before. Pause the video. Great job. And last one today for your math journal, number 3. Lines that meet are perpendicular. Think about that for a minute. Lines that meet, so all lines that meet are perpendicular. Is that true? Why or why not? Why or why not? Think through that for me. And next to number 3, go ahead and give me your answer. So it is a yes or no question. However, you need to explain. So yes, and I'm going to actually put all here. All lines that meet are perpendicular, or no, not all lines that meet are necessarily perpendicular. Think about what your answer would be for that. Go ahead and pause. Okay, great job on your math journal. Please go ahead and send a photo to me through a text message, or remember you can upload the photo onto Seesaw. Today, guys, we are going to finish up a couple loose ends before we start reviewing tomorrow for the test on Friday. So today, we are going to take a look at our workbook, page 192, and we are going to be naming 2 pairs of perpendicular line segments just like we did yesterday, except we did it with parallel lines. So go ahead and open up to your page that looks like this. Okay. Pause the video if you need to. Let's take a look at number 5. Name 2 pairs of perpendicular line segments. So remember, perpendicular line segments form right angles. They form about 4 right angles, and they intersect as well. So let's take a look at some of these lines to see which ones would be perpendicular. So remember, they go straight up and straight down. If I were to take a look at AC, and I were to take a look at DC, do those intersect? Yeah. But do they form right angles? No, they don't. They actually form obtuse angles here and acute angles here. So those would not be perpendicular, even though you might think that they are. So let's go ahead and take a look at some that might be perpendicular. Let's take a look again at AC. I'm going to use a different marker here. I'm going to go over it with orange this time. Let's take a look at AC right here. And I need to find a line segment that is perpendicular. I know if I did that one, no, that wouldn't be straight up and down. Let me try this one, BE. Oh, guys, did I find another line that intersects? Yeah. And they form 4 right angles or 90-degree angles. So that would be a set of perpendicular lines. BE and AC right here. And then the other set we need to find, it says AD, so this one here, and EC. Right here, I see it. Okay, so that would be my other set of perpendicular lines. I'd like for you guys to go ahead and try number 6. Pause the video. Good job. Go ahead and come back and let's see if we can find 4 line segments parallel to segments in M. So I'm going to highlight in M. And I'm going to go get my purple again. And I'm going to see which segments are parallel. This one's different, okay? This one was perpendicular, but this says parallel, so make sure to pay close attention. All right, so I know this one's straight across from it, OS, and it has the same amount in between, so I'm going to highlight that. What about PS? Yep, that's a smaller version of this line, but that still counts. We could say QR is also is also parallel. And we could also say that OP is parallel, the top part of that line, okay? We would not be able to say that this line is parallel. If I did that line, that would be what? Excellent. That would be perpendicular. Okay, guys, this is what I'd like for you to do today on your own. Go ahead and open up your workbook to page 194. You're going to see a map that says 5 students are walking to school from their houses. Look at the map. I'd like for you to try out this page. Go ahead and pause the video. Excellent job. Go ahead and come back and make sure you have all of the right answers today. So you should have student C. It is perpendicular to the road. And you should have 19 as your answer here, okay? Now, this is a little bit of a thinking cap, okay? So if you need help, please feel free to set up a one-on-one with me and we can do this page together. All right, guys, have a great Wednesday and I'll see you tomorrow for some chapter review.